Hi everyone. Hope everyone is having a good evening. It's late. It's Saturday, excuse the noise, June 25th. Yeah. Today I had a class. Uh and this class lasted practically all day. And it was not easy. It was insurance class, a pre-licensing class that I want to take. It's a couple of classes that I want to take to learn insurance, um, real estate, get my real estate license one day, and I want to get a notary license so that those are some things that I can have behind me or behind my name. So good things to have. I mean, it's not going to hurt to take a class or two. I said to myself that I was going to get into taking some online classes while I have time to do so. So that's what I did all day long. All day I was in class. I think we got out of there about, um, got in there about 12 noon, and got out. Class was supposed to be over at 9. So somewhere around there, not too long, made it home myself, ate a little something. I am tired. I mean, I've been exhausted before, but this is exhaustion, and all only to do it again tomorrow. But it was. I think it'll be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it in the end. Get my iPad. Somebody's calling me. Um, I had a subject I wanted to talk about, and I'm not gonna be very long because I'm so tired. My subject, and I kind of wrote this down in my class while I was on break or whatever, and it says trying new things aren't always easy. Choose your lane and drive in it. If that's not advice to my own self, I don't know what is. Um, I I was at class and it was like I didn't know it was two part and I didn't know it was gonna be to nine. And I started thinking because if you let your mind run away with you, it is going to do just that, run away with you. So I was like, 9 o'clock is gonna be dark. I can't hardly drive in the dark because I can't really see that well in the driving in the dark. Everything is with a glare. And I have glasses. All I have to do is put them on, but it's kind of complicated to drive in an area that you're not used to driving. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna pray that we get out here early. I was using my GPS to get me there, so I had to use it to get home. But we didn't get out too late per se, but I made it home, and that class was tough. I mean, the first part of it, it was like, what is this? It's a lot of stuff you need to know in order to do insurance. But the second half of the class, it was easy to me because that's something that I'm dealing with. I told you the other day, if by experience you should learn, so you should speak on that by experience. So I had a lot of experience recently or within the last past couple of years on studying my insurance, um my term life insurance from work, and my 401k and annuities and taxes and all this other stuff that I had experienced. Like now that I'm looking into my money, I mean, when I mentioned the other day how we have to take a closer look at our finances, and that's part of it, seeing where your insurance company is, you know, helping you out or hurting you or whatever. You have to take a closer look at the fine print. And some insurances are excellent. Then there are some that, you know, are you going to benefit, or you or your loved one is going to benefit down the road? Down the road, I mean, I'm sorry, excuse me. Uh, you know, when you get ready to retire, or if, you know, if you pass away, are your loved ones going to be okay? Are they going to be financially okay? And so you have to look at that kind of stuff. um, yeah. Yes. So that's what I've been the second part of that class, it just went, it was like, yeah, and we did this little contest on the phone, little trivia, and it was like I was up there. I mean, I really scored, but the first time I was like, I wasn't even on the board for too long. So the second part of that class was about investments and premiums and all this other good stuff. I like it per se, but it is a little bit tedious. It's a little bit, your mind can't run away with you. You have to focus and you have to put in the work to get these license. And we're gonna do it all over again tomorrow. And then there's that test. So the question is now I have to ask myself, is this something I want to commit to? Because it's a commitment, and I am still in that zone to where I'm still letting God guide me in the to the direction that I need to be, because I have a very um good sense of things, and to let to patiently wait for answers to me from God is like, it's like, for me, this is just an example for me. For me, it's kind of hard because he speaks to me in all different directions. He says these things to me and send me these messages, right? And it's crazy because I don't know how to explain this. He's telling me to push ahead, move forward, do this thing, right? And then on the same token, my spirit is telling me, my whole spirit, my whole being, again, is telling me to slow down, pace yourself, do baby steps, take baby steps, because I don't think God wants me to dive into anything right now. He wants me to study and talk to him and hear him clearly. It's one thing to be still and listen for God. It's one thing to rest in God. I mean, that's you resting in God, waiting on answers, and you know moving like God wants you to move. Me, I kind of push myself a little in a direction because of, like I mentioned before, we have a time limit on ourselves. God don't have a time limit on us. I mean, we all have an expiration, true, but God does not have an expected time. His time is way different from our time. And we're in our minds, we're like, God's telling me to do this, or God wants me to do this. And sometimes he speak to you and you can tell it's him, because you're gonna feel it in your spirit. Your spirit is not going to be stirred up after you do what God tells you to do. Of course, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be something that you would normally tell yourself, or it's not going to be comfortable. Like, this is why I'm so confused about this situation, because I know when God puts something on you, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be like, go over there and open the door. It's going to be something you've never done before. It's a challenge. It looks like you can't do it. And maybe something you might not want to do, but it's best for you. And so, but it's okay. I've been in those in that category where God is moving me to do something. Wasn't always obedient when it came to direction, because I lose sight of things. I lose focus, and I start thinking like, you know what, I want to make $1 million. I'm gonna make $1 million, and I go by it the wrong way. I take it upon myself to do it Ruthie's way, but God might take you through channels, and you know, I don't know right now. It's like I don't think I've waited, you know, I hadn't been still long enough, or that I'm coerced into doing something, or people's view I mean opinions and views of what I should do, and it's my life, so I have to make those decisions according to my life. And I've never been that type of person to want to get rich quick and find wealth around the corner. I've always let um things just happen, and that wasn't working for me in the past. It's like I'm waiting and waiting for promotion. I'm waiting on somebody to say, hey, Ruth is there, let's get Ruth to do this, and I've sat still, and so let opportunities pass me by. So this is where my conflict come in at. Do I sit still and wait on God? So what if God's scratching his head like, when is she gonna make this move? I'm giving her these opportunities. One door closed, another one usually opens for me. God has never let one door close and not transition me into another position, or another door, another opportunity. So I'm like saying that it's not easy to right now. It's not easy to to decide, because I don't want anxieties. The one thing that I don't want, and this may sound selfish, is it to be full of anxiety, or to be full of worry or despair, because I am I did what was asked of me. I took that leap of faith. So in turn of doing that leap of faith, do I rush to get to the other thing, or do I sit still and behave and sit in a corner somewhere, put baby in the corner, sit in a corner somewhere and be still and listen? Again, rest. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm feeling the anxiety a little bit again, the tension, the headaches. It's like, you know, I get stirred up in my spirit when I'm doing something that I'm unsure that I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying. I'm asking God to, talk to me, show me the step. And I'm gonna take the steps. If it's baby steps, it's just like, you know, I'm gonna do it. And my passion, when my passion come back for something, I'm gonna know this is what I'm supposed to do. But right now, it's like, oh no, I'm waiting. I'm being patient, and I'm praying. I'm seeking God daily for this thing. So I'm good. I'm good on that. But I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish the class. I'm going to take the test to get my license, and I don't want it to be all of this to be in vain that I've been working towards. Somehow it might work itself out in the end. It might be something I could do in the meantime to kill some time, and outside of my mission that God has for me. And yeah, that's pretty much where I stand right now. I don't think that I should be stressing out about the little things. Like, I hate, I oppose, I abhor Zoom meetings. And that's weird, because here I am on on YouTube, looking into the camera talking. But I oppose meetings. I don't know why I do. I just think that if it's a meeting, and if it's something I need to do or change, we need to change about the company, or, important information, give me the information, you know, I, people want to meet, and I'm saying this now because when I start my own business, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. People want to meet every day. Seem like people want got something to say every day, every day. So at least 3 times to 4 times a week, we're in meetings, Zooms, and just some of everything, talking, and it's just I hate meetings because you know why? You know why I hate Zoom meetings and meetings? It's because it's like it's time consuming. I mean, I know it's important. Remember back in the days when you get a email and you get a memo, and they send out a massive email or some. Now technology has it to where we can talk to each other, and I know the pandemic made that even bigger thing, so we could talk to each other over Zoom, over the camera, and that's okay. Once a week, maybe, mm, you know 4 times a month is good. Once a week, hey, what's up? Shoot the breeze or whatever. But maybe it wasn't always that I despised them, but when in my last job, it's like hell, just call a meeting for the sake of it. And then we're on that meeting, we're talking about, oh, I shouldn't say this. We're talking about kids, and they're and then gossiping, and I'll be on there like, hmm. And it's like, to me, you just wasted a whole hour and a half of my time I could have been very productive in. And I don't care for them. And I guess I gotta be uh okay with the people that I'm talking to, I'm learning from, or whatever. I'm okay with this training right now that I'm doing with the guys, but it's okay. I can get out of that mode that I'm in, because guys don't sit on the Zoom meeting and want to talk about unnecessary things. They're about business. They're about business, and it's crazy because women that get. I ain't talking about all women. I'm just talking about that my experience. Remember that I talk in things that I've experienced. Um, Women have always been, you know, like informative or gossip or gossipy, or you know trying to see what's going on with you, and it's like people trying to be bigger than what they are, I want to say, um and talk about unnecessary stuff. It's like, even in person, like if I'm at the office, I'm working. That's what I do. And I'm not in people's face all the time gossiping. What you do? You went to that club? I'm not that type of person. And so even on the Zoom meetings, I'm not that type of person. I will speak, I will smile. You'll see me writing most of the time, taking notes, or just getting into it. And I know it's a time limit, and we in and out. We did the thing, and but it's just so often. This particular job is, they have meetings. We have meetings Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I think the only time you don't have it is Wednesday and Friday. But when you're training, you never know what's gonna pop up. So um to think that I only have um Wednesdays and Fridays to myself is like, I I am I I don't know. I don't know who I am. I'm finding out who I am now. I was born to be free. I was born to, and this sounds so hippie like. I was literally born to be free. I do not enjoy restrictions. I do not enjoy um, um, I guess you want to say obligations right now, at least, because I got a taste of freedom and it feels so good. I mean, I really got a taste of, you know, being in my own zone, doing what I want to do, and, you know, living my life. All I have to do now is figure out how to make some money living my life. And I'm going to figure it out. It's going to come to me. I know it is, because the restriction is like, uh, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. It's like wearing a, I mean, women can relate, men can't. It's like wearing a bra all day long to keep our support or keep, we don't want to look like we're telling a story. I mean, you don't need to be in my business, you know what I mean? So we wear a bra. It's just professional. I mean, it's just a natural thing for us to do, to wear a bra to work or out in public or whatever. But you don't have to wear that bad boy at home. And that freedom of, you know what I'm saying? Just freedom. That is the most outstanding feeling you can have, someone can have. And that's what I'm feeling right now. It's like I do what I want to do. But it's crazy because on the same token, in the same sense, you have to, you have to have some type of revenue. You know what I'm saying? So I got to think, what kind of revenue can I get by being free of not doing your everyday answering to a boss? I don't think I have to. I mean, I have to answer to my own self. That's okay, because I'm a go easy on myself. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna work even harder because I know it's gonna benefit someone and it's gonna help me grow. So I'm gonna work even harder. But it's still gonna, when that thing happened for me, it's still gonna be like some type of freedom. I'm still gonna have that, flexibility that I have found and surrendered to. And that's crazy because just about a couple of months ago, I'm like taking orders and moving to the beat of somebody else's drum and uh, dependent upon somebody else's money in order to live. And God has so much. He owns everything. So I want to, that's my boss. I want him to be my boss. Tell me what to do. Show me where to go. What you want me to do while I'm having fun, while I'm relaxing, So I think that, I know it sounds crazy, but that's where I am. I want to have that freedom to, you know, do what I need to do and also enjoy my life. Enjoy the freedom, enjoy the perks, enjoy the freedom, enjoy the time. It's nothing like having time to do something. You're not rushed. You're not have to be at a certain place at a certain time because somebody else says, it'll be, I need to go over here because I need to do this for my business, or I need to make these phone calls because I need to do this for my business. And the key word is mine, business. And then of course it's going to be something that I'm serving, something that I'm a service to, putting my service out there, putting my brand out there. But it'll be something that I benefit or help someone, you know. So I'm telling you, I'm broke down. I didn't got the bug. I didn't got the bug. The stay at home kind of, like after you the women that, we had our when we had our babies, and that time period we could stay home with that bundle of joy. It's like those 3 months. Some people went back to work. I think I went back to work with one of my kids early, and I had that babysitter. But that joy of, after you have that baby and you went through all of that, and they didn't cut on your body, and you come home with that baby, and you lying there in the bed with that baby, and you cuddled up with him, and or her, and you know, talking to them and changing them, and reading to them or watching a show with them, and that mother and kid baby time, that's a that's a joy. That's a joy, and you don't get that back unless you do, um you take it back. You know what I'm saying? You have to take it back. You have to actually desire, you know, that freedom, uh to take care of your baby and get your baby up and running, and it's just a beautiful time, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. It's like it's a beautiful time to enjoy God and talk to God and get up and stretch and say, God, what you want me to do today? What would you have me do today? Who would you have me bless today? And that feeling, it's just, he might not say a word. He may not say nothing. He may say, he may just say, or, sometimes I think I hear God say, hmm, to me, like, what you gonna do? And so you go about your day, of course you're trying to be productive. And so that's where I am now, trying to be. I'm really in that phase to where I'm really in a, honestly, I'm in a phase to where I'm trying to write down some things and outline things and organize myself. Because if you cluttered in here, gonna be cluttered all around you, your whole atmosphere, and I can't think anymore. It's like I want to throw everything away, everything out, and start over. It's like when I look around my apartment, it's like I can't be that cluttered in my mind. I have to free it. When I'm talking about freedom, I have to start from, my visual point of view of it. So I'm working on that. I'm organizing myself. I'm gonna clear the clutter that's around me, and it's not much, but people be somebody, you got a lot of junk. I say I don't have no junk. My stuff is not junk. It was a blessing at one point, so it's not junk. But I do have a lot of stuff, and so I'm going to start, you know, getting rid of that. Start reading a little bit more and organizing and writing down. I got the worst handwriting, but I could write down things and come back and say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting ready to start utilizing my calendars, because I'm not a calendar person. And when I say I'm not a calendar person, I didn't even used to like to bring calendars home for years. We would get calendars, work calendars that we can bring home. And I mean, paper calendars, of course, that was back in the day. And, um, you know, parents and everybody in the family, we were raised on calendars and seeing day by day. I have never been the type of person that wanted a calendar in my house, because it always indicated to me that I'm on a time schedule of some sort. If I look at a calendar and I see, ooh, half of the month is gone, it make me feel like I wasn't I hadn't met my deadlines, or I wasted the time that has passed on the calendar. Feels like what did I do with that time? Where did it go? Or the time that's in front of me, what should I do? What should I plan? So it's like it's a calendar makes me feel restricted. I don't even know, I don't even know how to explain that. It makes me That's another thing that makes me feel restricted, because I'm counting down, feels like I'm counting down the days to what? God does not, work like that. We have to, that's how we keep up with time and the zones and all this other stuff. However, to put a calendar in my house felt like I had to get it going. I had to do it. I'm on somebody's overall big calendar, and that I had to be according, according to, I guess I'm saying the right word, that I had to, again, march at the beat of somebody else's drum or somebody else's life or whatever. It's good to have a calendar. I mean, since we started working from home, I look at it, and what I used to do. I worked transportation, and then I worked a little bit during COVID in helping the transportation department out. And it's good to have a calendar to schedule your appointments and stuff, and your your trucks and drivers and everything. So it is very beneficial to have it for that point, in that point of view, in that light. But as far as me hanging calendars on the wall, it's so old fashioned, it's so outdated, and I just recently had got one from the Chinese restaurant, and I put it up, and I'm like, I don't even turn, I put it up because I was working. I was working and I needed it. And Lord knows I don't even flip it over because I don't look at it. It's like I don't wear watches. I'm gonna be honest with you. The watch is the same as the calendar. So the watch, I would never get the watch because I really hate looking down and seeing what time it is and putting myself on a deadline and thinking I have to do this and this and this. It's okay. I know I sound crazy, but to me, watches and calendars are timing me. Like it's a restriction to me. So no, but I do have. See, I'm contradicting myself. I do have an Apple Watch, which, man, Apple did outdid themselves. Apple Watch tells you your blood pressure and your time, and how long you walked, and tell you when to stand, and you need to stand because you need to circulate your blood. And that watch is so informative. I mean, it's not even like a watch. It's like wearing your iPad on your wrist. And it's a good jewelry piece too. But I love it. I love that. But I'm telling you, before I got that for Mother's Day last year, I would not wear a watch. I hate watches. I hate the fact that if I look at it, it's telling me my expiration date or my expiration time, because we all have to, you know, get there, if you know what I'm talking about. So, I, I think we should do everything like they say we should. My daughter said, age gracefully, Mom. Just go ahead and enjoy your life, and don't worry about your wrinkles or any of it. And I said, well, it's easy for. I said in my mind, I said that's easier for her to say because she's young and beautiful. And I said, but I've always never really accounted for my age, because it's all in how you take care of yourself. And I'm not talking about skin products. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what I use on my skin. I'm talking about in a sense of taking care of your mental health and your physical health. Your health, oh Lord, help. What am I doing? I'm tired. Your physical health and your mental health, your overall health, your heart health. You know what I'm saying? So, all of that play a part, but what really plays a part the most, I think, is worrying. And I said, my mom worried about us enough, and she did the majority of the worrying about us, all of us, all of my brothers and sisters and I. And when I got older, it was like life wasn't easy, but what can I do about that? I have to live one day at a time. I couldn't push it forward. I couldn't live in my past. You have to live one day. But if somebody stresses you out to the point where you look like the living dead, or you look um worn out and beaten and tired, and just like you can't take, I mean, I got bags. I mean, I'm all right with that. I got wrinkles. I'm all right with that too. Um, but it's to the extent where it's an age factor. I'm 57 years old, and I think that how what you do or what's contributing to your life is contributing to your health factors. And so if we go through life with restrictions and time limits, and I have to do this, and worrying about bills, and worried about, other things and people in your life that's putting all kinds of stuff and and expectations upon you that you don't even need. I mean, you don't need it. I mean, why are you taking on all of that stuff? Why are you letting people dump so much on you when you don't have to do that? There's a way of helping people. I mean, there's a way of people helping themselves even. But we sometimes sit around and let people dump everything, emotional stress, physical stress, and all of this drama on you. And the more you take it in, the more you try to deal with it, you're going to turn to some type of addiction, or eating, or smoking, or doing all these things to your own body to get away from the junk other people put on you. And so you have to give yourself some space, give yourself some room, give yourself um some self-love, some love on yourself. Love on yourself. I always say that. Love on yourself. um if you don't take care of you, how are you going to take care of somebody else? So in a sense, fill your cup. I heard this somewhere before too. I'm not claiming this. Fill your cup in order for you to like fill your cup, and everything that flows over is for somebody else. Isn't that good? That's really good. That's really good. I love that. So let me fill my cup. And I think that's what I've been doing, filling my cup lately. Like, I'm chilling. I'm really chilling. I could care less if I didn't work till I better not say that, because that God gives you want that, you got it. So I could stand to be off a couple of more months. I mean, to myself, or chilling like this, and developing and finding things. I could do this for a couple more months. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could do it if I had the means to do it. I want to do it. If I had the means to do it, I'm going to continue to do it if that those opportunities come in. Because it's just nothing like I'm looking into the camera now. It's nothing like having some sort of freedom from everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So far, so good. I still maintaining a little bit. I'm gonna have to start. That's why I'm, presently trying to do insurance. So, and learning about insurance is because I feel like, I need a little income. I like things, I like to buy things, and I hadn't really bought anything. Um, I'm telling you, I'm packing right now. Guess what? I'm packing, um, with complimentary, boxes. I want to say complimentary because I had bought so much stuff from Amazon at one time or another that I can even pack my stuff in. How convenient is that? But I slowed down on shopping. I just get what I need when I need it. I don't go overindulging anymore and buying what I don't need because it's senseless. Um, I am so blessed to have everything that I pretty much have everything that I could possibly think that I need. Uh, what I want though, you know, the luxury of doing my nails, my ugly, doing my nails, or having my feet done, or having eyelash extensions, things that I want. I mean, to look pretty. I am postponing. I mean, I wish I could get it, but I have to think, those are temporary things. They're just gonna last for a couple of weeks, and you got to redo it, and you got to keep doing. So I'm trying to be productive and try to do at home um, things, polish my nails at home, because I really never liked long fingernails. It was just for the glamour of it. Um, and eyelashes, grow my eyelashes back. They trying to grow, and you know, take care of my skin, and hair on my own. I've always liked to do my own hair. I always like to do. I dabble. I'm telling you right now, I like wigs. I think that's one of my passions too. I got two passions. I have two passions that I know of, and that is to style wigs. And I mean, I can do that thing. I can make them, I can style them, or whatever. And when I'm doing it, when you do something and you forget about the time, and before you know it, is hours pass and you still doing that one thing, and you didn't realize, you was working on that one thing, and it brought you some type of joy. And then afterwards, the final product is like, did I just do that? Did I just color that? Did I just do that? Did I make that? And it's like, on with the next. I can't wait to do, hair. It's like, but I'm not a professional at it as far as license. I didn't go to cosmetology school, but that's something I'm thinking about doing. That's something I need to have behind my name. So I'm looking into courses. I'm telling you, this is the time to do so. And once I get that, I'm able to do people's hair outside of my family, because your family don't care. Your family getting a free wig, or a free sew in or braid or whatever, so they don't mind. But to introduce that to other people outside of family and family friends, that's a passion I have. At least I know for a fact that I can do hair to for my liking. I mean, I know how to do it for me. Just put it that way. I know how to do it professionally for me, and to do that, to look good. So that's one of my passions. That's one of my passions. The other one is clothing, and I do not do designer brands. I like simple everyday clothes. I mean, not like, t-shirts and jeans. No, I like fashionable clothes that don't cost a lot of money. I was in Macy's the other day, and I went to buy some makeup. Yeah, I was in there, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna walk through Macy's. I know I'm not gonna buy anything because I can't afford to, and I really don't even need anything really. And I said, I'm gonna go in there and get my makeup because my son gave me some money, and I went in there and got my makeup, and then I said, I'm gonna go look at the clearance rack, because when I walk through a department store, it's like it takes my breath away. It's like I've done it so many years that I know about the racks, I know about the sale signs, I know about, I can look at a price tag and say, oh, that's not worth that. I'll be like $28 for this. No, no, because I already know the cycle, because I know this $28 today, next week it's going to be 17, and the following week is going to get cheaper than that. But Macy's is a little bit different. When they have a 40%, 60% markdown, they have a markdown to from something that's $109 down to $73, or something from $73 down to $52 or something like that. Their prices are still kind of steep. But me, with the fashion sense that I have, economic economic fashion sense that I have, I know where to look. It's like clothes draw me out. It's like, come over here, look at my price, and and I go and I stumble through the racks now, and I stumble through the racks, and I'll look, I'll go through the racks, and then I'll say, wait a minute, let me go back on this side, because somebody then already stepped in, and they, how people go over you trying to look through the racks, and it irritates the crap out of me. And so I'll wait till somebody move, and then I'll go back around. But I found this little dress. It's a little sundress, and it was pretty high, but it was marked down to $13. I said, oh, that's not bad. But actually it was marked down to $9.73, because when I looked at it at the register, I said, wow, this is exactly, I kid you not, this is exactly what I was hoping to find. It was something that I was looking online, trying to find this one particular sundress, just a little pullover look pullover sundress. It's baby blue. It's cute. And I said, only color I don't have in my wardrobe, for the summer is baby blue. So I would like, for a couple of weeks I've been thinking that. So that particular day, I think it was mm, Wednesday. That particular day, my son sent me some money, so I went to get my makeup, and I had a little left over, and I bought that. So see how God works? He's not gonna stop supplying your needs, the things that you love and want. You just can't be excessive. I can't be excessive over it, because I tend to be excessive when it comes down to stuff. I won't buy just one of something. I'll buy a whole set of something, or if I'm on a purse run, I want all the purses. I'll come out with 3 or 4 purses that I don't even need. I mean, name brand purses that I don't even need. And I mean, of course, I bargain. I shop clearances. I don't care if the season is out. The season go come back in, right? It's gonna come back around. So clearance is the best to me. I like to save my coins. So that's what I do. That was a blessing. That was a blessing right there for me to find that. And I, I've been experiencing things like that. I told you guys the other day that I keep finding, I don't know what I was talking about before then. I keep finding dimes, and it's so weird. I don't know why. Finding dimes. Today, when I was in my house, of course, that's weird, because I found two, and I don't have no dimes, I don't have no coins around here, but found two today, one yesterday, one before that, and it's some type of sign or something, and I don't know. We're gonna leave that subject alone, but it's just a thing for me to experience everything that I experience now. I don't take it for granted, because everything has a reason behind it. So I like to watch out for signs and wonders, and blessings and messages from God and the Holy Spirit. I'm very attentive of that, and my surroundings and everything. So yep, yep. So outside of finding dimes, it was a good day today. It was beautiful, beautiful day. Um, had a lunch break, and I ate at McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. I can't stand it. It's nothing there to me is nutritional enough for me to enjoy. Even the other day when my grandkid wanted something from McDonald's, when we went to McDonald's, I I always try to, okay, let me make the trip okay. I'm gonna get me a fries and a drink, and the fries was like They cooked them at 11 o'clock. I got them at 5. It's like there's nothing there that I enjoy. So I did not enjoy that, and probably regret eating it from there. I don't know. I'm just not that fast food freak. Like, I have to have McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Not saying anybody that eat there is a freak. I'm just saying it makes me feel like a freak when I eat that, because that's just not my acquired taste. And yeah, it's food. That's a blessing. But if it was a choice, I would choose the other thing. So yeah, but it was nice. It was a nice day today. I sit there and talk to my grandkid, and of course they were laughing at me because I didn't know the date was gonna go so long. This class, right, supposed to go from 12 to 9 p.m., not 12 to 4. So it went 12 to 4, break, 4 to 5 to 4 to 9. No, 5 to 9. So we had that hour. And I had wore this t-shirt that said, "That seems like a bad idea." And then at the bottom it said, "What time?" So my daughter was laughing at me, talking about, "Mama, you didn't read that shirt, huh? You should have asked them what time." And they just cracking up. And I'm like, dang, how did I not? How did I pick that t-shirt out today to wear when that's exactly what was happening? Like, I didn't know what time. And I'm being, mischievous. Like, I'm gonna go in there, learn what I have to learn. I'll be out of there at 4, come on home and finish the rest of my day. I got laundry to do and other things to do. But it didn't work out that way because I didn't read. I did not see, the whole post. So luckily it was good. I got one more day to do that, an 8-hour class. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna knock it out. I'm gonna knock it out. And if anything, something good will come out of that. And it's the commute for me. I did not like the commute. I did not like the commute. Mm-mm, I didn't. So we'll see tomorrow. I'm just gonna see wherever God leads me. That's where I'm gonna go. It's been real. It's been real. It's been good. I appreciate you guys coming on here, listening to me, taking the time out to um hear me vent. And yeah, I don't um like to say God told me to say this until I know for sure God told me to say this. And I think sometimes things come from your spirit that you're supposed to say, naturally supposed to say, especially if it's something you experienced or you're experiencing, or I get what you call these epiphanies. And I know a lot of people get epiphanies, but I get epiphanies. And when I get an epiphany, um, that's it. That's I mean, they never go wrong for me. It's like, aha, okay, I'll do that. Or, let me check that out. What's the other word for it? Intuition. So yeah. For a long time I didn't realize how well that worked for me, but that works for me now. It's like I got an open mind, and I'm very alert to things now, more so than I ever been, because I'm not clouded up with judgment and criticism and all this other stuff that's going on in the world. So yeah, I'm free to go. Free to go. So okay, I hope y'all get me, because I don't know if y'all get me. I hope y'all do. But I enjoy this. I enjoy talking to you guys, and you guys make my day, really. I mean, I have a whole full day and I have to just tell it to you. Um, so I hope you enjoyed your day. I hope you had a better evening. I'm saying that in past tense because it is now 11:04. And so if it's 11:04, I should be in bed, because it's been a long, long, long day. And so I hope you guys enjoy enjoyed your evening or enjoying the rest of your evening. I hope you're just chilling and relaxing. It's Saturday night. Party. Have fun. Just be safe. Be safe. Come home to your loved ones. That's all I can say about that. And I will catch you guys in the later one. Okay? All right. Bye.